Hi everybody, it's Miss Sopiarz-Rianda, and welcome to our first official unit of semester 2. Last week was a short week. Obviously we started on Wednesday and you worked on your orientation assignments. This week, starting on Monday, we will begin our unit 5, Synthesizing Cultural Perspectives, by reading the novel Night by Elie Wiesel. And this is our schedule for the entire unit. You can see that every session ends by Sunday, and your work is always due by Sunday before midnight. Now, for those of you that had me last semester or have worked with Jeff Go Virtual before, you know that this doesn't mean that I expect you to work on the weekends. That's not the case at all. But I do give you the courtesy of the work and of the weekend to submit your work. So all the work that I give you for the week can be and should be really done from Monday to Friday. And that's the suggested schedule that I also provide you. So what you would do every Monday morning, you would click on the unit and session that we're working on, and you can see here the name of that session and when we are working on it, when it is due, which is Sunday the 18th by midnight. Now remember, Monday the 19th is MLK Day, so we do not have school. Schoology is open and you can work, but I won't be taking attendance. I'll have the day off, so that is a free day for you. Also this week we're going to begin reading the novel Night. Like I mentioned, we're going to be reading sections 1 and 2, and they're approximately pages 3 through 28. They are not numbered always consistently. They're divided more into sections than in chapters, but it does start with they called him, and then it ends in Birkenau. So that's where you know you can start and end. And now, if you don't have a copy of Elie Wiesel's Night by now, either from the library or downloaded onto your Nook or your Kindle or what have you, you can always click here, and I did find a full text version of the novel in PDF. So if you don't have the copy, you can always read it online by clicking right there. So we start the session by clicking on the unit, and always start at the top, and you will watch the video, which you are doing right now. That'll be right here, and you would click next to navigate through the unit. Sorry, through the session. So this week, as I mentioned, we're going to start reading the novel Night, and it's extremely powerful nonfiction text written on the experiences of the author Elie Wiesel while he was during the Holocaust. So it is very, very powerful, so be ready for that. Again, here is that you can click here if you don't have a novel yet, if you want to read it on PDF. Couple of important announcements. This week, excuse me, on Wednesday the 14th from 6 to 8 at Glennon Heights Elementary School, we are having back to school night. It's from 6 to 8. I'll be there. It's not required, but please stop by. It'll be fun to meet you and put a name with an email or Schoology address, right? Like I mentioned, we don't have school on Monday. And here is that link to the weekly help session that is always on Wednesday at 12:30. And this is a time that you can think of like walking into my office in a traditional classroom. It's purely question and answer format. So if you have a question about anything, you can come by clicking on that link on Wednesday at 12:30, and I'll be there. But definitely don't wait till then. If you have a question, you can always email me, text me, or message me during the school week, and I'm happy to help. I usually get pretty quick responses within 24 hours during the school week. So here's a list of all of assignments we're working on this week and the point value, along with the suggested schedule for the week. So you can see that today you're ahead of the game. You're watching the weekly update video. You should also watch the video on how to create a wiki, because we are going to be creating a class wiki this week, and then begin researching on the lifetimes and work of the author Elie Wiesel. Tomorrow, on Tuesday, you should research and add some more. Research some more and add 3 links, 1 image, and explanations to the wiki. On Wednesday, post the background discussion and review the dialectic journal, and then begin reading. Now, I did divide into 3 days this reading assignment, so pages 3 through 11 here, 12 through 20 here, and on the 5th day, 21 through 8. And while you are reading, and I mentioned the word while you are reading, be sure to note down important passages and quotes to record in your dialectic journal. You're going to be keeping a dialectic journal for each session in this unit. So every time you read each week, you are going to be keeping a dialectic journal. It's the same journal every week. So if you read ahead, you have to be sure to make note of all the important passages for your dialectic journal for that week. Okay? And then also on Thursday and Friday, after you make your initial post on Wednesday, go back and respond to at least 2 other students in the discussion board. So again, always clicking in the upper right hand corner next. If you simply click on the assignments on the material page, it will bring you directly to the assignment and won't give you any of the content. So it's super important that if there's one thing that you walk away with from this video, is to click next in order to get all the content delivered in the correct order. Okay? So in this unit, we're going to be exploring these essential questions. And be sure to read this quote. It's a very powerful quote to kind of put you in the right mind frame for this novel. And the first thing we're going to do, like I mentioned, is we're going to create a class wiki on night. So anytime you read a novel, it's really important to gain some background knowledge so that you can understand the topic. Assessing and building background knowledge improves your comprehension, it deepens your analysis, and it supports your synthesis. So the first thing that we're going to do this week, is we're going to work on a collaborative project that we're going to be doing as a whole class. And together, we're going to be creating a wiki on background information on Eli Weiss's Night. And we're going to do that. I don't know if many of you have done wikis before, but I think you probably have. Be sure to first watch this video. That's the very first step. And then follow step by step these instructions for your wiki. Not only are you going to add to the wiki, but you're also going to submit your contributions here in the Dropbox so that I can grade them easily. Here's that wiki link. You do need to use your Google Jeffco Gmail account to access and edit this site. If you use your personal account, you will not access this wiki. So if you are a BOCES student, this is an easy fix. Just email me or message me as soon as possible, and then with your email address, and then I can share the site with you. So again, if you're a BOCES student, this part is for you. Message me or email me with your email address, and I'll share that site with you. Again, use your Jeffco Google account. After you do that, after you've already created the wiki with the class, the next step is to visit the website of other students and that they have added to the wiki. And you're going to explore all that you can about night and the historical events surrounding it. And then you're going to follow this discussion prompt, 3, 2, 1 discussion prompt, and then also respond to at least 2 other responses for the discussion. So minimum of 3 with a post and 2 responses. Okay? And then, if you haven't already, begin reading the novel Night. Again, here is, if you click here, if you don't have it Night in hand, there's that PDF that you have, so everyone has access to it. And this is how you keep a dialectic journal. So be sure to go through this very carefully. And here is the dialectic journal in a Word doc and a Google Doc. So for each of the sections, you need to do at least 3 quotes or passages per section. So you are reading 2 sections this week, so that means you're going to have a total of 6 passages for this journal. And you're going to be having a quote, giving context, and then analysis. And here's an example of what that should look like. So be sure to review that. And then submit into the Dropbox your dialectic journal. Be sure that you complete both parts 1 and 2. There's 2 parts to it, okay? And then that's it. You've reached the end of our session. If you want to get ahead and start reading the next session, it's sections 3 through 5, about pages 29 through 84, starting and ending right there. Since there are 3 sections, there's going to be 9 journal entries. So if you are going to be working ahead, be sure to keep your dialectic journal as you are reading. If you have any questions about anything this week, please let me know, and welcome back, everybody.